Hey guys, welcome to episode 133 of the Running Journey. I'm Rob Tatro. This episode, I'm joined by my brother, and I think you guys know if you follow us and have followed us for a while, there's some really highs and there's some not so highs in this world of training for races and talking about races. And this episode is no different. Charlie's getting to the absolute end of his training here for Ironman World Championships, which take place next weekend in Nice, France. So he's had some heavy weeks, and he talks about the toll that's taken, the troubles he's had with his diet. I talked a bit about the troubles I've had since the 500K. So we're both a little down during this episode, but I promise you, we are okay. No need to send a wellness check after us. We are fine. Charlie and I are fine. We're doing a lot of training right now. We're both gearing up for big races. SEMO gearing up for a big race this weekend. If you're bored on Sunday and you want to follow someone at Ironman Wisconsin, Chris Morissette is the guy to follow. Last name RISSETTE, Morissette. And just all the fall racing right now in this weather that's cooled down, it feels like people are going to go low here with their personal races and their personal bests. So enjoy this episode, guys. Keep on pounding the miles, keep on training, and I hope that you're gearing up for whatever the heck you want to do this fall. It's exciting. Episode 133 of The Running Journey. All right, The Running Journey, episode 133, I think. Joining you guys with my brother, Charlie, who's eagerly anticipating and awaiting his departure for Nice, France, leaving about a week from now. Lots of questions. I have not talked to you really since the 500 Bike Across Manitoba. I've been kind of texting you. Where are you at? What's happening? Let's start with that.
That's
too open. It's too
open. That's a loaded question.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things there. Well,
we got time. We got time to flush it out. Start wherever.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've just been doing my training as much as I can. There's been pretty busy with family stuff and going to the lake and things like that. So I had a couple hard weeks getting all my training in. So I guess maybe so that's a big question. So how is it going? I feel like my training's gone okay, not super good. About 2-3 weeks ago, I kind of just weighed myself and realized I was like way heavier than what I was hoping to be for this race, and I think. So I had a hard time with that for a couple weeks, where I just lost all my motivation. I think.
You were down on yourself?
No, I wasn't down on myself. I just was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do well in this race. I don't know if that means down on yourself, but I was just kind of came to the conclusion that like getting the race I wanted, like, you run a race sometimes, you run a marathon or something, and you get to like mile 10 and you realize you're not going to get the result you wanted. So this happened to me before the race even started, I feel.
Okay. All right.
So then I was like, okay, so what do I, so I was down. So I didn't even know this was happening though. I was like, this was like subconscious, I think, for like 2 weeks. And I had a really hard time motivating myself to do my workouts. I did most of them still, but I missed a few. And then I realized that that's what I was feeling. So I kind of just said, okay, so what do I do? It's a B race. What's a B goal? I guess I was like, can I B goal this? So I just kind of said, okay, what's it going to cost me? And so I adjusted all my goals down. And like I've still been working out and having fun working out, but I feel like kind of the race is kind of not what I was hoping, but still going to be okay. So I adjusted my goals to be 6. I think it's going to cost me about 20 minutes on the bike and 20 minutes on the run. So I just downgraded my goals for the race to be like 20 minutes slower.
So hold up here. So this is solely because of your weight, or are there other things too that you're adjusting?
No, just the weight. Yeah.
Just the weight. Okay. So you weigh yourself.
Well, it's 23. So I woke up one day 23 pounds heavier than I was for my Ironman California, which, I mean, you can work out all you want, but if you're 23 pounds more than you were, like, you're not going to get the same result.
Fair enough.
I mean, unless it's all muscle, but it's
some of that is muscle, right? Obviously, some of the 23. Not zero. It's not zero.
Maybe 1 pound.
Come on.
Maybe 1 or 2. I don't know. I have no clue. That I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I'm about this in terms of my power numbers on the bike. They're about the same as they were last year. I think upper body wise, maybe there's a bit of muscle added. But that's it.
These Jays just lost on a walk-off. Oh, so frustrating.
Oh, no.
They can't get an out in the bullpen. What are you guys doing? Maybe let the pitchers pitch a little longer. I get the analytics, but like
95 pitches is that
75. They're pulling all these guys now. Gosman was dealing the other day. Anyways, sorry, I'm not trying to minimize
it's all good. Yeah, Brady, change the subject, please.
no, like these Jays and this bullpen. Come on, Jays. Are you watching the Jays now or no? This kind of
I did watch. I've been watching it. Well, not very much, but I do like to watch
the last 2 innings or whatever.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I like.
It's fun to follow. Okay, so you're heavier than you were. I don't. I'm not gonna give you a pep talk because you're gonna be mad at me. But like, all I know is I follow your activities on Strava, and your bikes look incredibly strong. Like just the strongest they've ever been. Tell me if I'm wrong on
that. I think I was slightly, or I'm about the same as I was, I would say, last.
Really?
Maybe slightly stronger, but I mean, 15 pounds, 20 pounds more is not going to help going up a hill.
No, it's not. It's going to help going down the hill.
Yeah, but like you said, you were on the brakes most of the time. Right?
Yeah, but I suck at biking. You're going to be way better at it than I am. Okay, so can we back up the track here? So what was your goal prior to this change?
I originally, when I looked in the calendar, I didn't pick a random number, although it does look like a random number, but I picked 11 hours.
Okay.
As my goal, because what I did is I did a bit of research and I looked at guys that had similar bike splits to me.
Yeah, at different races.
No, at Ironman California and Ironman Texas, or specifically Ironman California, because I thought, okay, that's where I was, right?
Yeah.
And then had also then raced
Nice. Wow, so you did
championships
aggressive.
So I had a sample of like 5.
What a stalking game you had. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
No, but that's pretty. So I had a sample of about 5 guys that were like within 4:45 to 5 on the bike split at Sacramento, and then the bike split that they did in Ironman Nice, and they were about 5:40.
I was gonna guess an hour slower. Is it an hour slower?
So they were about 5:40 on the bike there. So I was like, okay, 5:40 probably. I feel like I could have done a lot better in Sacramento. And so I was like, okay, well, I should be as good as I was in Sacramento. So 5:40 is a goal. Maybe slightly better, right? Would be nice, but whatever. And then I was like, I ran a 3:49, and I was like, okay, I could probably shave 8 or 9 minutes on that run if I get in slightly better shape. So the goal is 3:40 for running. And then the swim, I just picked a number 115 plus transitions, ends up being sub 11 with a bit of room to spare. So that's how I picked my goals for Ironman California.
For Ironman Nice.
Ironman Nice World Championships, yeah.
Yeah, and to be clear, if you haven't caught on this yet, that race, as we're recording this, is 12 days away or something, 13 days away.
It's 2 weeks away. Yeah, or 10. Yeah, less than 2 weeks. Yeah,
less than 2 weeks away, and you leave next week for that. So you're full blown in your taper now. So you're gearing up for the prep and the race. And okay, so now you've added 40 minutes to your goal. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I've added 20 minutes to my bike time, and I've added 20 minutes to my run time. And I feel like the run is probably even a stretch. The bike, I think I can I could still, I feel like I could bike for days.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So, I mean,
not even breathing.
So the bike, I'm fairly confident in it, even though I know that the climb will be something that I've never experienced before. So I'm like trying to prepare myself mentally for that. There's 3 significant climbs in Nice. I know you did them. You probably don't remember that much, but there's one at the beginning, like 10 kilometers in.
I remember.
That's very steep. And then there's a gradual climb for like 20 kilometers after that. And then there is a big climb, 17 kilometers long. That's crazy. 17 kilometers long of a climb, 5% grade. So that part, I feel like that's going to be
all in the first 70K, 60K, something like that.
60K. After 60K, there's pretty much no more. There, it's up and down. There is one big hill at around 110.
That's the last climb before going downhill.
Yeah. So there, but once you reach 60, you've done most of the climbing.
Yeah. There still are some climbs, but yeah, you go up, down, up, down.
Yeah. So I figure that even though I'm probably slightly stronger in terms of putting power on the bike, the climb, I'll be very slow up those hills, a little bit slow.
Are you going to be 8 hours and 40 minutes slow?
No, I hope not. That
was my time, I think, or 8:20.
Yeah, no, I figured, but no, I think so 6 hours is what I'm hoping to get now. So, but I mean, it's kind of a crapshoot because the whole climbing for 17 kilometers straight.
That's the thing with this thing is, like, I almost feel like it's kind of a waste of an A race Ironman, because you're not going to get anything measurable after other than a number, which is not comparable to anything, because it's going to be like an hour and a half slower than anything else you've ever done, or an hour or whatever. So it's almost like doing an uphill marathon.
So along
as your A race.
Yeah. So along with the 11 hour, I had also penciled in like top 20 in my age group.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, these are all qualifiers. It's going to be.
Yeah, I know, but sub 11 would have been about top 20 in the last one. So now I should probably look at that and see, like, because making top 30 would be pretty good. Like, I mean, at the Worlds in my age group.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll try to find things to motivate myself. So, yeah.
So what's No, I was gonna say, so do you want to talk about what's causing that? Do you care about what's happened with your diet? Is that because you think you were down after? Did you get a dopamine crash? Did you have a hard time staying focused? Like,
no, I don't know. I think I've always been able to lose it in the past. So now it's been since, like, let's say after Utah, I gained about 10 pounds or whatever.
So Utah was in December. That would be 9-10 months ago.
Yeah. So I was about 205 or something. After that, 200. And I've been trying to lose it since then. And it's just been like, so I was able to lose some of it before Boston. Like, I got down to 188 for Boston.
Yeah, I remember you were lean.
Yeah, but then it's like after every one of these events, I gain a bit back. So I gained a bit after Boston, and then just the summer. So now it's been summer since, and I feel like it's been hard for me to. This is an excuse, but
it's okay.
When I get into the habit of like daily, daily, weekly, just having kind of the same plan or having a similar routine nutrition wise,
Yeah.
I do well. But like in the summer, I'm going to the cabin every weekend. We're going out. We're going to the lake every weekend. We're going out. We're going to see people. We're going to see the in-laws.
You can't just cook 12 chicken breasts on Monday and then
you can, but it's just like it puts you out of your routine, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's my excuse for the summer. I think in the winter, I'm usually able to do it a lot better. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. It's shitty.
Oh, it's fine. Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of, what's that?
I mean, eventually, I do feel like I'm in good shape. So that's like whatever, right? I mean, yeah, I'm overweight a little bit, but I'm still in good shape.
I mean, who's in better shape than you right now? Like, I know you're saying you're overweight, but I mean, shape is I've debated this with you in the past. Like, who's in, like, you can do 500 kilometers without breathing on a bike. You can run, I don't know, a million different distances and you're healthy.
I have a hard time like my running isn't, I feel like it's nowhere near where it was last year. So
okay, well, you are doing your shift of bike percentage has shifted. Like you used to do 80% of your training on running, and now you're doing 20% of your training on running, probably, right?
Yeah. But like, I would have thought that like last year was doing a bit more miles running. I think the shift this year versus last year was I'm doing way more swimming. And then I'm skipping half my swimming workouts. Not half, but I'm skipping a lot.
And how come you're skipping the work?
So because those are in the evening, so 2 out of 3 of those are scheduled to be in the evening.
You're doing 3 swims a week?
Yeah.
That's torture.
No, I like swimming.
I do too, but I don't go. So I guess I don't like
it. But like running is the easiest, right? It's the least amount of overhead.
So fun and easy.
So that's that. I never miss a running workout ever. Right. So I was telling someone this. They were asking me, "Oh, how's it going for Ironman Nice?" And I was like, "Well, I'll finish it. I think if my bike doesn't break, I'll finish it."
Okay, so you're saying that because 11 hours is a horrible time, but like I actually did 15 hours.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just 11 and a half is what I hope I get. Right. Like, but
I don't think you can just, the problem with this race is like the uphill it's like, imagine tomorrow we had to do a 3% uphill marathon. We'd be like, I think I can do a 3:30. I don't know what exactly. We have no idea, right? And you compare.
Well, so I do have some data. I
know you have data, but you don't really know what.
No, I don't know because it's 18 kilometers. So when I did Riding Mountain a couple weeks ago, when you get to the end, there's a 6% or 5.5% grade for 6 kilometers.
In Riding Mountain?
Yeah.
Really?
So right when you get to the end, right when you get to the northern gate and come back, so there's basically a 6 kilometer climb.
Okay.
That is somewhat. I think it's slightly less than the one slightly less in terms of grade than the one in Nice, but it's 6 kilometers long. And I did it, and I averaged like 19 kilometers an hour. I wasn't going very hard, but still, like, I mean. Yeah.
I recall being, and maybe this is not accurate, but this is my memory of it. I recall being in single digits for my speed during those aggressive climbs, during those 18% inclines, or because there's some stretches.
Well, yeah. So that's what I'm curious about. Like, I know the average is 5.5 for those 17 kilometers, but I would imagine there are flatter spots and steeper spots.
I just remember it as one big climb. So it was a little surprising for you. I'm sure there's an infinite.
So how long were you going single digits?
Good point. I just kind of remember looking at my computer or my whatever I was using at the time and being like, you gotta be kidding me. Single digits. Like, it's going to take me 4 days to finish this thing.
Yeah.
Because you're just not realizing, I don't know, maybe an hour. Is that possible?
No, I would have.
I don't know.
Thought it would have been longer. So it's 17 kilometers, right?
Oh, so 3 hours, I guess?
So, but I guess what I'm thinking is you probably looked at it on a steeper section.
I'm sure I was. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. And
Because there are
then,
some hills, some sections go to 20% incline.
but I would imagine that you would have been, I'm going to be able to do it slightly faster.
Way faster than me. Yeah. I was with the hackers in the back, and there were people walking their bike up the hill, right?
Yeah.
Qualified for Ironman Worlds that were walking their bike. And I was just lower gear and just higher gear, lower gear. How do you say that?
Lower gear.
Lower
It's
gear.
weird because it's lower gear, but or people sometimes say put it in your biggest gear, but your biggest gear is actually your smallest gear.
Right. I just want to get it right. So it's lowest gear.
Yeah,
Lowest gear when you're going up the hill.
You can't make a mistake saying low. Yeah, your lowest gear. Yeah.
And I was just doing my regular cadence, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna. So I just treated it like in my 9 kilometers an hour was like 30 on flat, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get the same output.
So one of the things that I've been trying to do to prepare for this is do a couple climbs, but it's pretty hard to find in Manitoba. So yesterday, or was it Saturday? 2 days ago, I did one in Western Manitoba. I did a couple climbs like that, like pretty.
So you go online and you find climbs? Is that what you do?
No, I would just happen to be in Brandon. Me and my wife were staying in Brandon for the night, and so I decided.
Is this like coincidentally like how I always end up next to marathons?
Somewhat. Yeah.
With my wife. Anyways, hey babe, you're not going to believe this. There's a marathon tomorrow.
Yeah. So I went and I went just north Brandon, and it's actually weird because I was like, why am I going so slow? Well, what I kind of realized about 20, 30 minutes in is it was just a gradual climb, like very, very light, like 2%, 2% climb. But then there was 2 really, really steep hills in Minnedosa, or close to Minnedosa, that I did. And what I'm realizing is you really gotta pace yourself on these hills. Like, save your legs for the steeper areas of the hill. Like, don't try to crush the moderately steep hills. Just try to kind of keep steady on those. And then when you get to the steeper hills, keep your legs for those sections. Because that's kind of what I'm guessing I'll need to do, is be very, very conservative.
Okay, but you've just gone through, I don't know, you sound down, and I don't like to hear that. Like you've just done the hardest 3 weeks of training that I don't know anyone who does more training than anyone who goes through an Ironman. Can you think of someone who does? We've done backyard training. It's not more than Ironman. Like nobody trains harder than Ironman.
Ironman is more.
Nothing.
Yeah, so I was looking at my weekly training, and I know people.
I think you should be proud that you got through it.
Say they do 20 hours a week, but I mean, I did 20 once, I think, maybe, but so
yeah, I remember 14, like if I counted my
14,
weights,
13, 16, 19, 15. So yeah, 15 to 20 hours a week for the last like couple months.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive. Like that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers of biking and tens and tens of kilometers of swimming.
Yeah, not too many, not as much. Yeah. Oh.
So I don't know. I would be like, I always, every time I go through a peak of like an Ironman training, I've only done it 4 times, but every time it's always like, you want to be on the cusp of being miserable and like, oh my God, like that was too much. And I'm not sure I could do that again. And that was just so much training. And like, you want to be on that cusp and just barely getting it done, I think. Is that kind of fair?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, for me, I don't even think I got there. I think it was just the time. I just didn't have the time to do all the training. Like at some point I was like, well, like I had one day where I was supposed to do a 6-hour 20 bike ride plus a 1-hour run.
See, I never had a 6:20 bike ride in my training.
I was supposed to do it, but I just bailed on the second half and I didn't do my run because I was like, so back to motivation. I was like zero motivated. That was like at the lowest point of my motivation, where I was like, I just want to spend time with my kids and my family here. And I was like, I'm done after 3 hours. And I was like, I'm ready. Like, I mean, I could, but at the same time, this was actually, I was in Riding Mountain for this one too. And it would have been a second chance to practice the hill and the downhill. So I kind of missed out on that, but at the same time, I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, I think you've done a crap load of mileage and workouts over the last month and a half, 2 months. Plus, like you threw 500K in there.
Yeah.
Like I only did 300 kilometers with you guys, and my Garmin is still telling me that I can't be running right now.
Really?
I've not.
So here's the interesting part for me. This was in the middle of like my peak Ironman training, and after on the Sunday, my Strava told me you've had a very light week this week, because I guess I skipped a lot of workouts that week because I was like, I wanted to make sure I was well rested for it.
Come on, Strava. He did 500 kilometers in a day.
Yeah, that was for Strava and Garmin. That was like one of my latest weeks, apparently, because I skipped workouts. And
how did you feel immediately after we recorded? After, and I haven't really talked to you after that, but immediately after, Simo said he didn't get a dopamine crash. Did you get any kind of letdown after?
No, I think it happened like maybe
before
2 weeks after.
Oh, 2 weeks after. Okay.
A week and a half.
So that was
for me, both me and Simo, I think I talked to him and he said similar.
That was 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? The bike, it was 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been struggling the last kind of week and a half, 2 weeks.
No. So I was struggling. I struggled for about a week, and then I was, and it's when I like did the self-realization of what was going on in my head, why I was losing motivation.
And which was what again? Just repeat it.
Two reasons I was losing motivation. One was I was like, okay, well, I ruined this race by like I'm just saying what my thinking was, not saying it was right or whatever. I was just saying, like, I was like, okay, I ruined my race by not losing the weight that I was supposed to lose, right? And I've done all this training, and it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna have like the perfect race, right? So
you're not gonna get your sub 3 marathon or
exactly whatever. I'm not gonna get the perfect race that I wanted, whatever. So that was causing me loss of motivation. The second part was training's done already. We're 3 weeks away. Like, it doesn't matter now what you do, right? Like, have you ever had that feeling where you're like kind of close to the end and you're like, well, I mean, Hayes in the barn doesn't really matter.
For me, it always happened when I quote unquote knew that I would get a shitty day. My Boston, my New York, and even a little bit of my left. So like I kind of know sub 3's not there anymore. So I'm like, well, Hayes in the barn. I did what I could. It's not going to get any better than this. Who cares what I do?
Yeah. So that was me. Then I said, okay, well, I mean, there's no reason not to try. Or I started thinking about it and why I didn't even know that was causing me the lack of motivation, right? So I thought about it a bit more. And I said, okay, so this weight thing is really weighing on me.
It's weighing on me.
Yeah. So I said, okay, well, what's it costing me? So, and let's just take it from there, take an aggressive goal from there. So then I started doing really hard work. Like Patrick gave me some killer workouts last week on the bike. Oh man, those were the 2 toughest workouts I've ever had on the bike. But yeah, they were fun. They were so fun. So yeah, what about you? Like you're back into it. You were down for a while. Like I didn't listen to your last episode, but
I don't know if you should. it's you record something when you're down or whatever, and you just it's basically a therapy session for me there, the last episode. Whatever, you can listen to it. I put it out there, so whatever, people could listen to it. It was just kind of me dealing with that failure. So I actually felt good when I went to visit you on Sunday.
Yeah.
The day after my DNF. And I told this story how you're like, why don't we just, I'll go do it with you right now. I told that story on the episode. You're like, let's go. I'll go do the 180K. I still had 180K to do. And I'm like, no, Charlie, you don't get it. Like, I don't, like, I'm owning it. I'm owning my failure. Anyways. But that started like a week, 2, 3. Well, since then, my metrics that I track, whatever, and what my watch and Strava and Garmin are telling me and how I feel, they're all indicating that I didn't want to run. That's the bottom line. I had no interest in running. I thought I was actually done with running.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever thought you were done with running?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
So like I've had it like,
I mean, it's like what's next kind of thing.
what's next as in,
sorry. It's like, why do I keep running? There's other things that I could do, you know, or whatever. Like maybe it's just because I get bored of things quickly, but even though I've been running for 4 years, I don't know.
I had it just wouldn't go away. This depressed mode of, so my HRV was in the 30s. I would go to bed at 8, 9 o'clock every day. My HRV is still in the 30s. It was 37 last night.
So was it? So that sounds like a physical thing, though. No.
Yeah. Like I had a chronic overtraining apparently, or chronic over.
From the biking?
Well, from the combination of the marathons and then the biking, obviously.
Really?
Like I abused myself when I was really, really down, is what Patrick and Joel and ChatGPT have told me. And that's the order.
When you did the 300K bike.
Yeah. Remember, I don't know if you remember that day. Like I was sleeping I was just not in a mood to be there whatsoever.
Yeah, no, you weren't. Yeah.
I was like,
it was like 5 days after your 6 days. I don't know.
Yeah, and I wasn't. My watch was still telling me like you like don't go out, do anything. And I went and I tried to do 500K. Anyways, I wanted to do it. It's, but I didn't. This has never happened to me. I always just thought, you know, you just go out there and you run again. What's the big deal? You just, you know, you take a week off and then you get mad at Patrick for telling you to take a week off. And then you keep running. But I did not. I wasn't recovering. I was sleeping, and my watch kept telling me strained, overtrained, strained. I
was going to send you a picture. I finally got on the GPS when it tells you what it is. Like, sorry, on your Garmin.
Yeah.
It's always said unproductive. Then finally, I got a couple like maintaining.
Okay.
And then one day I got productive. And I took a picture of it. I wanted to send it to you because it's never happened to me before.
Okay, so when I did my London build, I was like productive 2 months straight.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah. And I did the race and I felt great. And I don't know, this catching, we've talked about this before, but this catching lightning in the ball. Here's another race that I'm going to do that I'm not going to get my sub 3 because it's
Chicago,
so hard.
You mean?
Yeah. Like it's.
You don't think you'll get it?
I
think you'll get it. You don't have to train hard. You just have to train. You'll get it, I think.
I really don't think there's I was at 0% chance 5 days ago.
Yeah, well, you did. I saw your run this weekend. It was nice.
Yeah. I had
your heart rate wasn't even that high.
Highest heart rate I've ever had.
Still, it wasn't that
for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes.
Yeah. So so my run this weekend. I saw a bear, by the way, on my run. So maybe that's why the heart rate was so high. But anyways.
Chased by a bear.
I was chased by a bear. So I was supposed to do 10
185 heart rate.
I was supposed to do 10 miles. So I was like, okay, I'll go 5 miles out. I was in Sandy Lake, Western Manitoba. And there's this trail that used to be the Trans-Canada, or used to be a railroad. Yeah. And I see a sign, it says Russell 98 kilometers. So the trail's at least 98 kilometers long. And so it's kind of
just run there and back.
It's just I was like, no, that'd be an interesting race. They should have a 100K race here, is what I was thinking. It's a trail. It's rocky. I'm not used to the rocks and the little bit of gravel or whatever. So I was doing my not technical people would say it's like super easy, like it's
fair
flat,
enough.
whatever. But anyways, I see a lizard on the ground or an iguana or something. It's Western Manitoba, super dry. I was like, oh, cool. I've never seen that before. So I thought it was really nice. Okay, I'm seeing wildlife. That's good. I take a couple other. I turn the corner. I finish my 4 miles. I turn the corner. There's a straightaway, and I see about 100 meters ahead of me. There's this big black bear with the brown nose. Like I'm seeing the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm turning around. I'm not doing 5 miles out. Immediately turned around and I just started running. But
Holy shit.
so anyways, that was fun. But the point of my story is the
Wait.
heart rate.
Okay, all right. Do heart rate. Then I want to ask you about the.
So I was supposed to do a fast finish. I did my fast finish at like the last mile. I did at like 7:30. Okay. And Patrick was like, "Oh, your heart rate got to like 170 there." So like it was hot. Like so, I'm like honestly, I'd be happy with a 325 right now if I ran a marathon. So I don't know what's wrong with the running.
I think it's different though. Okay, I'm training exclusively to run a fast marathon.
Yeah.
You're training to do Ironman.
But you did the 650s. I saw you did all 650s there.
Yeah, but Charlie, like when I was training for London, I do the 650 at 145 heart rate, right?
Okay.
Like, so
when I was training for Boston, I could do 650s, but I can't anymore. So it's weird.
Yeah. So this bear, I want to get back to the bear because I went golfing Pinawa with my staff last week.
Yeah.
And right in front of us, we were on the tee box. Right in front of us, a bear went up a tree. Not a bear.
Up a tree.
Up a tree.
Wow. Okay.
Right in front of the tee box. So there was 3 golf carts there, and I was like, let's go take a video. So I kind of went up right under the tree, and I'm taking a video, and someone's like,
that's a bear?
Yeah. And I was like, well, I mean, clearly he's tame. He's on a golf course. He's walking back and forth. He looked like he owned
bears are not tame.
I had a golf cart. Anyways, for some reason, I was just like, I was looking at it, and then like the old conversation, the death match conversation, which is apparently it's all I ever do with animals is talk about a death match. You know, I was like thinking, I was looking at the bear, I was thinking like, could I win this death match with this bear? Like it wasn't a full grown male. I want to say it was like a teenager maybe. And I know you're saying no, but
0 chance.
I thought I had an outside shot. Maybe not a death match, but maybe just like a hit him in the nose and then he leaves. Like, don't mess with me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you're like, Rob's an idiot. My brother's an idiot. I'm kind of half joking, but kind of not half joking. You had 0% likelihood of winning your death match with your bear?
That bear was huge. I immediately.
What do people do? What do people do when they're running and they see a bear? This is a thing.
So this is the 4th time I've seen a bear running, and I've seen bears twice cycling. Way more scary when you're running than cycling.
Cycling, you can pound and get to 40K, and can they go 40K?
No. So what I was thinking with the bear though was like, he's probably faster than me. But I remember reading that endurance-wise, like humans are pretty much on top. Like there's there's the gazelle, the North American pronged antelope. But endurance-wise, like I thought if I just kept running, it wouldn't catch me. Well, that was my thought.
Yeah, no, it would. If it wanted to catch you, it would have caught you.
No, I think it would have ran out of steam because it's too far away.
They can run 40K an hour, bears.
Yeah, I know, but not for long.
2 kilometers. I just Googled it while we were.
2 kilometers? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
Brown bear can go up to 56, black bear up to 48K, polar bear around 40K. But they can only sustain these high speeds for brief bursts.
That's what I thought. So that I was like, if I just keep running.
About 2 kilometers at longest, maybe less, maybe 1 kilometer. So it would have to catch you 40 kilometers.
Yeah, I thought I had enough of a gap to use my endurance to my advantage.
Did you?
That mile was a bit faster. The one.
It was only a bit faster? Your life was on the line and it was only a bit faster?
Well, no, I kept looking back, and it was like, okay, he's not chasing me. Good.
So let's say that bear starts chasing you. you're running. Sorry to make this about a death match, but
Yeah.
and you're like, he's catching me, and then he paws at you and like he tackles you like a football player trying to catch a receiver. Then what? You play dead? Is that the move? What do you
I don't
actually do?
know.
Because
I would probably try to fight or something, but that's probably not the right move. Probably should play dead.
man, if anyone knows, feel free to message us. But I don't know. Sometimes I think about these things on a run. But going back, sorry, to
So people who do trail runs, though, curious, like people who do trail runs a lot, people who do lots of trail running, like
they probably carry bear spray and stuff.
If I've seen 4 bears in my life and I barely do any trail running, like how many have these people have seen?
I would just carry a little canister of bear spray on me, like in my little belt there. If I like, is that a bear spray is a thing, right? It's like pepper spray mixed.
My wife always has some on her. Anytime there's a bear, and then within 10 kilometers.
Right. So if she's going to Marchand, she's got bear spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, you didn't get eaten by a bear, and I didn't get eaten by a bear, but I was directly under the tree, and I was recording. And the bear was up the tree, and I was like, I could take this bear. Anyways, I don't know if I could have taken this bear. Overconfidence is the Rob Tatro. I can run 500. I can bike 500 kilometers. It was a big deal. I can take this bear. It was a big deal. But this, okay, so I came back from that 500K and I felt good. I wasn't injured. I was at peace with my thing. I didn't have a dopamine crash, I guess. Well, I guess I did. But I just couldn't and didn't want to run. So I wasn't even looking at my training peaks, wasn't even looking at my coach. I wasn't even looking at Strava. I wasn't looking at anything. I was just like miserable and not caring. And then I said, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go. It was Tuesday this week. So this is 2.5 weeks after the thing I didn't jog. I said, I'm going to go. I have to force myself. I said, Rob, you got to jog. Otherwise, the window for Chicago is closing real fast. Like if you don't jog a few times, like you're going to miss the window. So you need to go and just do a half hour nice and easy and force yourself to do it. Okay. It was Tuesday. I went in the gym and my gym buddy, Rob Crocker, he's a fan of mine. And he's like, oh, you're going for a run today? I was like, yeah. He's like, I'll go with you. And I was like, he probably listens to this. I know he listens to the podcast. So he's going to hear the version that
I see him cycling. Like,
yeah, he's a big cyclist. Yeah. He tells me he sees you all the time.
Yeah. Well, because I have I'm the only person driving a disc wheel in the city.
Yeah. So I was like, I was so miserable. I so didn't want to run. I was embarrassed of what I would be able to run. I didn't even know if I'd have to walk. So I said, sure, I'll go with you. Yeah, I'm only doing a little bit and I'm not feeling great, just so you know. He's like, oh. We started running and all of a sudden we're talking about biking, we're talking about life, and like the hour just flew by and I realized I like running with people. I was reminded that I like running with people. I was like social and I was like, oh my God, like that was fun. And I had signed up for Greg Penner's track group.
Okay, you missed it a couple times or what?
Well, I think I missed the first week and then this week was the second week. So I was like, I had zero interest in going, but I was like, maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll just go. So I went, Charlie.
It'll feel good to run fast. Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah.
I went on Thursday and I ran with all these guys like Ryan Giuliano. And
were you like the slowest or what? Or were you pretty fast?
Fun, Charlie. And
there's some fast guys there, eh?
What's the guy there? Greg's buddy there was really, really fast.
Is he young or old?
Young guy.
Stefan
Reimer. Stefan Reimer was there. Brandy was there. Anyways, a lot of fast guys. So I was just like very hesitant because I hadn't run fast at all in months and months. So I was like, I'll just kind of start in the back and just whatever.
Came back like riding a bike.
Yep. It was fun again. And I asked Greg, he's like, what should I be running at? I want to do sub 3. He's like, your 800s have to be less than 255 because we're doing 800s.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, 255. So I just looked at my watch and started trying to do 255. And then like every interval was a little faster and I was doing a Charlie and it was getting better and more fun. And I was catching people and I was passing. And all of a sudden at the end, it was just Stefan Reimer ahead of me. So I was like, okay. Wow. So my last loop was like at 245 or something. So I felt good. I felt good.
Well, I mean, you Okay, so
But sorry,
let's take a step back a bit here. Like you just ran a 5K and what was your time? 17 something?
17:39 or 42 or something.
Crazy fast. Anyways, like so. Yeah. Anyways, it'll come back.
I and I took Wednesday off. Then I did a workout Thursday, and then like my watch was like, "You are dead. Go to the hospital. You
I
are
feel
dead."
like don't even look at your watch.
But then I talked to Joel, and I was like, "Joel, I want to." My personal trainer, I was like, "I want to run. First time in forever. I want to run."
Yeah.
He says, "Run. Then just run. Do your workout. Look at your training peaks and do that workout." So I opened Training Peaks for the first time in like a month, and I looked at it, and I had a 3-mile fast finish on Saturday or on Sunday.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was like jacked to try it. I was like, oh, this is good. I'm feeling excited about running again. And I went out, and it was very, very hard to do that at pace. My heart, it was.
But that's because you haven't done it in a long time, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I think I've missed like the window to. I think I've missed it. You seem saying that I haven't, but my watch still tells me every morning, 1 for training readiness, overexerted.
Don't worry about your watch.
HRVs in the 30s, all that. So like, I don't understand what is going on. So anyway, someone out there is probably like, what an idiot. He doesn't know that he just did a lot of mileage and it just takes time for his body to recover or something like that. Maybe, but
I don't know.
I'm just gonna try to stay with but I'm running out of time, right? Because Chicago's in 5 weeks, and I need a 2-week taper, so I have like 3 weeks. I'm nowhere near doing it today, like nowhere near. So do I have enough time to build it? I feel like New York again. Remember, I had that injury and I only had 5 weeks. But am I starting off on a better spot? I don't know. Whatever.
I'm sure you'll do 3:05 at the worst.
Yeah, but then you're like, what's the point? What's the point of doing 3:05? I don't even want to run it if I'm going to do 3:05.
Yeah.
That's loser talk. I know that's loser talk. That's just how I feel. I feel like if I'm not going to do sub 3, part of my bigger goal, like I feel like it's a waste.
You can pace Cadena Finier for the first half then.
Wonder what he's going to do. Do you know how his training is going?
He's going to do sub 3 for sure.
Yeah, I think.
I don't want to put pressure on him, but that's what we do here.
Yeah, that is what we do here. We put pressure on random people. I did also tell.
I'm pretty sure he's going to do sub 3.
Speaking of putting pressure on people, we're gonna bring in Simo next week for the recap from his.
Oh God, I can't wait to see how well he does, and he's going to crush it.
Let's put pressure. Let's put pressure on him right now.
No, I don't know. He's gonna, he's just gonna have a fun day. He was really worried about his bike being broken.
I know.
His precious.
Me that. I told him he could have mine if he wants. I don't think he wants it. So he's doing Ironman in Madison, Wisconsin this weekend. This weekend coming up, a day or two after you guys are listening to this episode, and then you are doing Nice Worlds the following weekend.
Yeah.
Then there's that's what what is that, the 14th or something? When's your race?
The 14th. Yeah.
No, that is 14th. Okay. Then I think there's a race there's like the Winnipeg 10 and 10 or something around that time here. No.
Oh, next week and this weekend. This weekend, 10 and 10. I'm not signed up.
Yeah.
I'm not signed up. No.
Okay.
I was debating signing up, but I'm like, I'm gonna run so slow anyways, and whatever.
They're sold out anyways, kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even check, but I was like, it would be fun to see a bunch of people there. I should probably just run it for fun. But
yeah, because it's fun to see people. It's a reminder a little bit of, and then you get excited for their races.
So, but I did sign up for the WFPS half because I kept getting emails saying it was the last week to register. So I paid full price.
That's the week after Chicago.
So I won't race it, obviously, but I'll be there.
I should run that too. Is it sold out? It's probably sold out. Well,
it's past the registration date, so I'm guessing you might be able to get one off someone else. But,
okay.
Story. So I got a story though about the bike 500K, whatever, barely survived. Like my bike the funny part is, so today I had a workout and I was going to test. I wanted to test this. I do sometimes. I just do test workouts. I wanted to test like basically equipment. I wanted to test my disc wheel.
Yeah, you do like A/B testing, right? You test,
Yeah.
you remove all variables, you try something, you change one variable, and you see if at the same wattage.
So I wanted to test. I wanted to do a workout with my disc wheel at Birds Hill because there's a couple bits of elevation there with my disc wheel, and then do another workout, the exact same workout with my old wheel that doesn't have the disc. And just, I know my old wheel is slightly lighter than my disc wheel. So I wanted to see what the difference was in terms of climbing. If it was how much faster maybe my old wheels were, but then what the offset is on like just the aerodynamics of my disc wheel. So I did my whole workout with my disc wheel. I did 3 loops of Birds Hill, and then I changed my wheels, and then 3 minutes in, I got a flat. And that was the wheel. That was the wheel that did 500 kilometers.
Holy shit.
No problem, 500 kilometers. So we were so lucky for that 500 kilometers.
I had a couple issues. I had a flat and I had a chain issue, but
I was lucky, I guess is what I should say. Yeah,
Simo had a flat.
Yeah, I was very lucky.
Yeah. Well, I think you also set yourself up to succeed. Like you probably put your tires a little bit less and you just took it easy and you were smart riding and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But like 3 minutes in now, same wheel, 3 minutes in, I get a flat.
Did you pump it up? Did you?
Yeah. I always check the air pressure.
I know, but you probably went an extra 5 PSI versus race day 3 weeks ago, right? Like you weren't riding at 110 on that 500 day, right? 500 kilometer day. You were riding lower PSI, right? Because you didn't want to get a flat, probably.
No, I would ride high. If you think you have more chance of getting a flat with more.
Okay, all right. Shows what I know.
I think.
Okay, but you had set it up. You had less likelihood of.
I had just put my stand. I don't know. I don't really change it. I always put the same, pretty much. Like
okay, so then your A/B testing was a complete waste of time.
Yeah, so I didn't do it, and I was like, do I put I called it a day. I was like, that's telling me that this is. I had to walk 2 kilometers back. I could have put
with your bike shoes.
With my bike, I could have put my wheel back on, my other wheel back on, and finish the workout, but I decided not to. Call it a day.
I also had 3 weeks ago today, I got stung by a bee on my foot while I was cutting the lawn.
Oh, no.
It's whatever. Get stuck by a bee, And I also got stung here under my elbow. The next day, this was completely gone, right? There was nothing going on here, but my foot wasn't going away. It just kept swelling and getting bigger and bigger. And it didn't go away. It didn't go away. And then every time I would try to put my shoes on for running, it was like super uncomfortable and super kind of like poison ivy itch, but in a shoe swollen. So I was like, So I was like, the gods are telling me I shouldn't be running. It was another reason that I wasn't running, but it wasn't really a reason. Like it was a brutal excuse. Oh, my foot's a little swollen. I can't from a bee sting. Anyways, I did 2 weeks and I was like, still not swollen, still not healed. My wife's like, what? The bee sting. She's like, it hasn't healed in 2 weeks. Maybe you should do something. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe. Is that a long time?
You're like me. You're like, it'll go away eventually.
Yeah, but it wasn't going away. So I look at it now. It's still like probably that big, like 80% of my foot. But I went and got cream and I got meds or whatever, and now it's slowly starting to get away. But the only reason I'm telling that story is it was like my excuse for not running. It's a little swollen in my foot. I shouldn't run. Just I had zero motivation to run. And it's funny. I don't know about you, but like I detach myself from the running world because I don't know why. I don't do this by choice, but I just don't open Strava. I don't know. Maybe it depresses me to see other people. I don't know what it is. Do you
feel shame?
I feel shame. You feel shame. You go to the box. You do 2 minutes, and you feel shame. I sing happen. Maybe you feel shame. I don't know. Yes, it's but anyways,
I
now
always
that
skip it too I'm like, uh, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it makes me feel bad to see that other people are doing what they're supposed to and I'm
yeah,
not.
oh, they're doing their workouts. Yeah, good for them. No, they think they're better than me. No, I don't know. But I'm not thinking it. I just maybe because there's nothing to see because I don't have a workout to upload. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I opened up my Strava the other day, and I saw Todd Friesen is running in PI. I was like, oh my god, dude! I ran right there. You're at Brackley Beach. I was like, oh, you got to go here. And all of a sudden, I was all excited to talk to Todd
Yeah.
about where he needs to go. And then I saw Kalina Faniedo, and I saw Simo, and I was like, okay, this is fun again to follow people and to get excited by what they're doing. So I don't know. I'm definitely not out of it, but it's trending in, and I got something in my knee. And anyways, okay, we should maybe let viewers know that we're okay, right? We are okay.
Oh yeah, we're always okay. Yeah. So Chicago is the next big thing for you.
Chicago is the next big thing, and then I still want to.
Chicago will be so much fun though. No matter
Yes,
what.
Chicago will be fun because that place is awesome. We're going to hang out with people who are incredibly passionate about running, and we're going to be kind of right downtown-ish. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun weekend. I'm going to go see stand-up comedy and whatever. Like I'm going to have a good time. What's it called again? Second City.
Yeah.
Second City Chicago is fun. Hopefully not get kicked out like last time. And just share goals and record an episode on the way down and record one on the way back and maybe more than one. Go to the expo. The expo is really cool. I'm really excited about Chicago, even if I'm probably going to shit.
Like, I don't know. I really don't understand how I think you need to step back a bit and look at the big picture because I don't want to like give you a speech here or anything here.
Dude,
but
I was giving you a speech earlier. You're going to up speech me?
So you just ran a 17-minute or whatever, 17.5-minute 5K. Okay. You completed a workout where your last 800 was under 245, you said? Done like dinner. If you don't do sub 3, like
shut it down. He's in the barn.
245, like I don't know. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
How many reps did you do?
I did 8 reps.
You did 8 reps?
But they weren't all they were 304, 301.
Whatever. I mean,
and then Greg's like, you need to be, well, I asked him, what pace should I be going? He's a good coach, Greg. He's he jogs with you for
like,
some
honestly, I think you could probably, like, I came close and I wasn't doing that fat. When I did Boston, my 303, yeah, I guess I was, maybe that was the few seconds I was missing, but I was probably doing my 800s at like 3. So I don't know. I think plus you're more endurance side than speed side. So
right now I have no endurance, right? But I mean it's probably there somewhere.
It's in there. Don't worry about it. So I think you're just not used to trying hard. You forget. So you've been running easy for so long. You forgot how it feels to actually run hard. I'm the same. I'm the same right now. I'm just like, anytime I run like faster than like 5 minutes a K, it feels like, oh, this is hard. But it's just because I haven't done it in so long, I think. So anyways, I think you're there.
Oh, I forgot to tell the part of my story, my run with Rob that I did Tuesday. Yeah. I forgot to tell this part. This is why this run was so great is I had to stop to pee. And I was like, I'll catch up to you. That's what I always do. I'll just catch up to people. But we were running. But I was like, holy shit, I'm not going to be able to catch up to this guy. Like, I'm going to have to.
But then all of a sudden you're doing 620s.
And I was like, whoa, boy. I was like, this is fun. This is fun to go fast. And then it got me excited to do the track workout. And then the track workout got me excited to try my fast finish. I'm also doing, I'm in Minneapolis next weekend for the CMB conference. And I'm doing, I signed up for a half marathon there, which was going to be a max effort originally in my mind because it's 5 weeks out from Chicago. It was going to be, but I'm not going to do. I'm not doing max effort now. Obviously, I'll just do my workout. I got to tell you another quick story, then we got to wrap up. But I got a phone call from a CMV parent this week, and he wanted to schedule a meeting with me. He wanted to chat with me. He's a young guy, and it's just awesome story, a horrible story, but awesome what they want to do. They lost their kid to CMV, and they just had to end pregnancy at like 32 weeks or something. Anyways, the guy is in like rage mode. He's like, it's not fair. I want to do something. And the mom is like Michelle was like, hey, we got to talk to people. We got to raise awareness. And they're like healing and they're grieving. And they've been following me, my journey and all this. And this guy has done one Ironman and he's never done a marathon. He's a young guy. And he decided that he's going to run from Quebec to Montreal. And I was like, oh, okay, like 300 kilometers. We'll do that over, I don't know, like what, 7-8 days or something. Like he says, I want to do it nonstop. I want to do it in one run. Like I want to do 300 kilometers in one run. And I was like, oh, that's hard. Like that's a lot. Like, that is hard to do 300. That's 2 days of a backyard, right?
So let's say you go at a 75K per day pace. That's 4 days.
Yeah, he's doing 150K a day. Like,
so he wants to do 150K a day.
So well, no, I don't know. So he said he wants to do it like straight through. I said, like, but you're not going to sleep? He said, no, like straight through, just get it done. Anyways, I just thought that it was an interesting story. And then I thought I'd ask you if I was like awesome. Hey man.
Yeah, I think you'd have to do it in 2 days, maybe. So what would be your pace if you do it in 48 hours?
Well, that would be our backyard pace, right? That would be 4 miles an hour. 4.5, right? Because we did 160K in a day, right? A tad slower.
Basically, yeah.
A tad slower than 4 miles an hour. So 4 miles probably an hour on the nose, or 6K an hour, maybe 10-minute Ks. Because 10-minute, 24 hours.
You do 6 per hour. If you do 10-minute Ks, you do 6 per hour.
So that's exactly 150, right? Or just under 150.
144.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just over 10-minute Ks. Anyways, I thought it was, and I didn't want to like discourage him. I was like, all right, yeah. And I was like, I'll go do it with you, is what I said. But then I'm thinking like, oh, this guy's.
When do you squeeze that in?
He's doing it in June next year. He wants to give himself time to train. But I'll do like 50K or 100K or whatever. If I'm not doing this Charlie thing again unless I'm able to do it. I'm not committing to something that's outside of my. What I'm able to do, unless I I'll do 100K or something with them, and then if I got other races and stuff.
Yeah,
but it's a good story that I wanted to share. So he's going to be fundraising. Okay, anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Okay, so we will be following Simo this weekend. Follow him on the Ironman tracker. Chris Morissette. Also, like a whole bunch of people did some really cool stuff lately. There's the run around Winnipeg, or what's it called? The run Winnipeg. They did 100K or 100 miles, or I don't even know, but just cool. And anyways, a bunch of Winnipeggers did some cool stuff. There's the trail race in Brandon, I think is this weekend or next weekend. The Run the Face or something like that. Yeah. WFPS is coming. Fort Garry Rotary is coming. Did you miss the world's greatest 5K race this year? The
Kleefeld, probably I missed it. That's the race of the year. I think it's in September. I think it's in September though.
Okay. If we haven't missed it, we can maybe still catch
that. Is the race. That is a fun race.
Race of the year. Anyway, so a lot of Winnipeggers doing a lot of fun races right now. So I'm excited for all of you guys. Charlie, we will just keep our head up and pound through this, and you're gonna have an unbelievable. And maybe this Simo race next weekend will excite you for Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'll bring Simo on next week. Remember, guys, more miles, less pace. No, I have to have that has to finish the episode. Sorry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. And remember, this is where I finish the episode. Remember, more miles, less pace.